Welcome. We bring you Japan's latest news every day. AI sums up what matters, so you can stay informed in English in just a few minutes. If you find it helpful, please like and subscribe. Evacuation orders lifted in Matsudo, Chiba, 4:42 p.m. The city of Matsudo in Chiba Prefecture lifted evacuation orders for several districts within the city at 4:42 p.m. This action follows the lifting of a level 4 heavy rainfall warning. The evacuation orders had been issued for residents due to concerns over flooding in multiple districts caused by heavy rains that continued since yesterday. With the weather alert now lifted and conditions deemed stable, the evacuation orders have been rescinded. This means all evacuation orders issued throughout Chiba Prefecture have now been lifted. Residents are urged to continue monitoring weather information and confirming their safety. Record-breaking heavy rain near Ota in Gunma Prefecture as disaster risk looms. According to the Japan Meteorological Agency, the area around Ota City in Gunma Prefecture experienced extremely heavy rainfall of approximately 100 mm in just 1 hour through 5:30 p.m., as determined by radar analysis. This record-breaking short-term heavy rainfall has created an imminent risk of disasters including landslides, flooding, and swollen rivers. The Meteorological Agency has issued a record-breaking short-term heavy rainfall advisory and is calling for maximum vigilance. Residents in and around Ota City are urged to avoid moving to low-lying areas and stay away from dangerous locations. Rain is expected to continue in the coming hours. Please check the latest weather information and evacuation guidance from local authorities, and make ensuring your safety the top priority. Amended Imperial House Law to secure Imperial family numbers passes Upper House. An amended Imperial House Law aimed at securing the number of Imperial family members has passed and been enacted in today's Upper House plenary session. The amendment will allow female Imperial family members to retain their Imperial status and remain in the Imperial household after marriage, and will enable male descendants of former Imperial branches to become Imperial family members through adoption. The ruling coalition parties, including the Liberal Democratic Party, Japan Innovation Party, Democratic Party for the People, and Komeito Party, voted in favor, and the amendment was passed following the vote. The current number of Imperial family members has been declining, creating a challenge for ensuring the stable continuation of the Imperial household in the future. This amendment will enable more flexible personnel arrangements and open new avenues for maintaining the number of Imperial family members. Latest digital technology reveals Horyuji Temple's Golden Hall murals in their pre-fire condition. The murals in the Golden Hall of Horyuji Temple in Ikaruga Town, Nara Prefecture have been restored to their original appearance using cutting-edge digital technology. The murals sustained significant damage in a fire 77 years ago, but are now designated as an important cultural property of Japan. A research team conducted restoration work using high-precision image processing technology, carefully analyzing remaining mural fragments and historical photographs. These murals, believed to have been painted in the late 7th to early 8th century during the Asuka period, are considered masterpieces of Buddhist art and precious cultural heritage. Through this restoration, the vibrant and intricate Buddhist statues and decorative patterns that existed before the fire have been revealed, making it possible to convey the beautiful artistic expressions of that era to the modern world. This achievement is drawing attention as a significant advancement in cultural property preservation and historical research. 4 new living national treasures designated in performing arts and crafts. The Cultural Affairs Agency's Culture Council has decided to designate 4 new holders of important intangible cultural properties, commonly known as living national treasures. Those to be designated include Fujisiya Shuho, a master of Nagauta narrative chanting and percussion, and others with exceptional technical skills in traditional performing arts and crafts. The Living National Treasures system recognizes individuals as precious bearers of Japan's representative traditional culture. The latest designations are expected to further promote the preservation of techniques in these fields and their transmission to the next generation. The Cultural Affairs Agency aims to ensure that the advanced skills and knowledge possessed by the new designees are not lost and are utilized in training successors. New law bans transplantation of genome-edited fertilized eggs, includes penalties. A law prohibiting the alteration of genetic information in human fertilized eggs through genome editing and the subsequent transplantation of such embryos into humans or animals passed the upper house on the 17th. The legislation is designed to regulate the birth of so-called designer babies, and includes penalties for violations. While genome editing technology has potential applications in treating diseases, ethical concerns have also been raised. With this new legislation, Japan will work to strike a balance between safety and ethics in the appropriate use of this cutting-edge technology. Going forward, basic research and medical applications will continue to be reviewed through academic guidelines and other frameworks. Government to decide on food tax reduction policy by early next month. The government has announced a new policy direction regarding a consumption tax reduction on food items. At a Liberal Democratic Party meeting, the government revealed that it will include language in this year's Basic Policy Guidelines, stating that a policy decision will be made by early next month. This demonstrates the government's commitment to realizing a consumption tax reduction on food products, and concrete deliberations are expected to move forward from here. Details such as the target items for the tax cut and the tax rates are expected to be adjusted within the government by early next month, when the policy will be finalized. The Liberal Democratic Party and Japan Innovation Party request an 8-day extension of the Diet session through the 25th with the Diet speakers. On the 17th, the final day of the current Diet session, the Liberal Democratic Party and the Japan Innovation Party submitted a request to extend the session to both the House of Speakers. The two parties are seeking an 8-day extension of the session through the 25th next week, stating they want to ensure passage of remaining bills under deliberation, including legislation related to the secondary capital concept. The extension of the Diet session is an important decision that also relates to scheduling the subsequent House of Representatives general election. Based on the current status of deliberations in the Diet, the two parties appear to have determined that a limited extension is necessary. Nichirei, hit by system failure, partially resumes warehouse shipment operations. Nichirei, a major frozen food manufacturer, announced that it has partially resumed operations of systems related to warehouse shipments and other functions on the morning of the 17th, following a system outage caused by a cyber attack. The company has been experiencing system failures since last week and has been conducting phased recovery operations. However, the systems have not yet been fully restored, and some functions remain restricted at this time. To minimize impact on customers, the company is expediting recovery efforts while also strengthening security measures. Detailed recovery schedules will be announced at a later date. Ministry to develop appropriate cost standards for truck transportation industry. The Ministry of Land, Infrastructure, Transport and Tourism held the first meeting of an expert panel on Friday to begin discussing concrete calculation methods for appropriate cost, a figure that would represent the minimum costs in truck transportation operations. Stock prices plunge more than 4,100 yen during trading hours in third largest intraday decline on record. The Tokyo stock market experienced a significant decline today. The Nikkei 225 average fell more than 4,100 yen during trading hours, marking the third largest intraday drop on record. The primary factor behind this decline was concentrated selling pressure on AI and semiconductor-related stocks, which have been driving recent market gains. These technology-related shares had been dominated by buy orders over the past several months, but increased selling by investors looking to lock in profits has triggered a market correction. Market analysts note that close attention will need to be paid to upcoming economic indicators and corporate earnings announcements. North Korean leader Kim Jong-un confirms strengthened ties with Chinese top leadership member. North Korean leader Kim Jong-un met with a visiting member of China's top leadership and confirmed efforts to strengthen bilateral relations. During the talks, both sides are believed to have agreed on a policy to further develop the friendly relationship between the two countries. In recent years, high-level exchanges between China and North Korea have become increasingly active, with progress being made in economic cooperation and diplomatic coordination. The talks are considered to have been an important opportunity to deepen the strategic partnership between the two nations. Going forward, there are indications that cooperation between the two countries may expand further. Truth Social, founded by President Trump, to launch paid service for early post access. The company operating Truth Social, a social media platform founded by President Trump, has announced the launch of a new paid service. Under this service, paid members will be able to receive posts earlier than general users. Similar paid subscription services have been rolled out on other social media platforms including X, formerly Twitter, and Truth Social's move is seen as part of efforts to increase revenue. President Trump launched this social media platform in 2022, and it has garnered support primarily from conservative users in the United States. The introduction of this paid service is drawing attention as a measure to stabilize the platform's operations. Deaths reported as U.S. Central Command completes sixth day of attacks on Iran, targeting bridges and infrastructure. The U.S. Central Command has completed its sixth consecutive day of attacks on Iran. According to Iranian media reports, bridges and other infrastructure across the country have come under attack, resulting in casualties. Meanwhile, Iran has continued its own strikes against U.S. military bases in Gulf states, further escalating tensions in the Middle East. As tit-for-tat retaliatory attacks between the two countries intensify, there are growing concerns about expanding civilian casualties, and the international community is calling for de-escalation of the situation. Burnham to become new Labour Party leader, expected to promise new direction for Britain in speech. Andy Burnham, a member of Parliament from the ruling Labour Party, is set to assume the position of party leader on the 17th and is expected to promise a new direction for Britain in his speech. Burnham is anticipated to be formally appointed as party leader at a special party conference being held in central London on this day. He is then scheduled to succeed Sir Keir Starmer as Prime Minister on the 20th. In his speech at the special party conference, Burnham is reported to state that the new administration will unapologetically pursue Labour Party principles in its priorities, and will have the courage to address major issues that politics has previously neglected. Earlier this week, Burnham solidified his position as the sole candidate for party leader after securing the support of 379 Labour Party members and most labour unions affiliated with the party. At the special party conference, Home Secretary Shabana Mahmood, serving as chair of Labour's executive committee, is scheduled to announce Burnham as the new party leader. Burnham, the former mayor of Greater Manchester, has just returned to the House of Commons after winning a by-election in the Makerfield constituency in northeast England last month, rapidly consolidating power. Explainer: what we know about Burnham's policies ahead of him becoming Britain's new Prime Minister next week. Andy Burnham, a member of Parliament from the ruling Labour Party, is expected to take office as Britain's new Prime Minister on the 20th. Earlier this week, he solidified his position as the sole party leadership candidate after securing the support of 379 Labour MPs and most trade unions affiliated with the party. He is expected to be formally appointed as party leader at a special party conference to be held in central London on the 17th. Burnham, the former mayor of Greater Manchester, has just returned to the House of Commons following a by-election in the Makerfield constituency in England's northeast last month. He will be consolidating power rapidly. Burnham has promised the largest ever redistribution of power, from Whitehall, London's government district, to the regions. Through a new Prime Minister's office team called Number 10 North, based in Manchester in Northern England, regional areas across England will be granted greater authority in fields such as housing and transportation. This team will take as its mission the promotion of equal living conditions across Britain, drawing inspiration from the principles of the German Constitution. Barnum has also pledged to expand existing devolution agreements to Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland, offering each the opportunity to assume power at a deeper level.